now. Alright, I'm going to start the run now, although I'm not going to do the count, although I'm going to say when to start the timer. So I'm going to start the run now. I'm going to have autosave off because autosaving is slow. And yeah, so, hello everyone. This is The Incredibles video game, based on the movie. Now, I'm sure that a lot of you have seen the movie before, and maybe one or two of you played this game as a child. And if you did, prepare for your childhood to be ruined. So timing starts as soon as I gain control. So I'm just going to say when that is. Right, time is going to be starting...
Go! What are you waiting for?
Now! Okay. So, the first thing you'll see me doing is that you'll see me rolling and then jumping. That's because that's the fastest form of movement in this game. Okay, the fastest form of movement is actually using these credit attacks. Go faster, but you have a limited supply of them, so you just gotta roll around. And what I did just there was a cutscene skip. Like, there's usually a cutscene there, but you can easily just jump around the trigger. Easy peasy. Although, that does not work in all versions of the game. But that is something I'm going to get to in due time, because there's just a lot to talk about with this game. So, little background for this game. This game was released in October 2004 by Heavy Iron Studios and THQ. And Heavy Iron is most known for making SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, which is, you know, a very popular speed game. And this game, it's close to that game's levels of goodness. Maybe even better, but I don't know about that. So right here, I just skipped a major portion of the level. That skipped it like over a minute, and I got it really smoothly as well, so that's also really nice. There's just so much that happens in this game. We usually go through a large bank, and it takes a pretty long time, but since I'm so good at this game, I can just skip that easy peasy. And that skip is not easy to get first try, so I'm very happy that I got it first try. So this level is fairly simple. There are, of course, a couple of skips, but the rest of this level is pretty straightforward. Like, you got these enemies, and you got to kill them. Got to collect mine credit attack just to, you know, go fast. And then I'm going to have these guys with the bombs. I got to be careful, because if I'm not careful, one of these bombs might explode on me. And I want to try and get these guys all one cycle, which worked! So that's pretty good. This is a really good level 1. I mean, I don't usually do level 1 this quickly. Then we just go over here, go on this pole, and then we jump to the end. And I got 2 out of 8, which I think is tied IL record. That would have easily beaten my gold. Because my PB before that in this level was like 212. Or 210, something like that. So that was really good. So next up is Skyline Stretch. This level is no major skips, but it's a ton of small skips. Some I'm not going to do because they're pretty much Taz only. But this level is just full of a ton of small skips that are pretty difficult to perform, but none of them are super duper essential. Okay, it should be running again in a bit. Like, just checked OBS and it's still running for me, so we should be fine. Oh, there's a cutscene skip there which I unfortunately missed. If I rolled in just the right spot, I could have gone over that trigger, and that would have saved me a decent amount of time. There's another cutscene skip here which I also failed to get. If you get the first cutscene skip, this second cutscene skip is a lot easier since there's less enemies. It's kind of annoying. I just hope this doesn't freeze too much. I mean, it doesn't happen in my streams, but has happened to me in the previous round in this marathon. So just hope it happens as little as possible. So in this section we just kill all these enemies. Pretty straightforward. And then we have this helicopter which we can grab onto. We can actually grab onto it before this cutscene starts, before the helicopter actually reaches us. It saves like 3 or 4 seconds, but it's tab only because it's really precise, and if you fail it, you lose like 50 seconds. So it's not really worth going for. So there are loads of these things. You're supposed to throw the enemy's bombs into here, but as you can imagine, that's not very fast. So we can just go around and do that. And we do that again here. Nice and easy. There's a little skip that I can do here, but the problem is I don't have any incredible power, so I can't do it. You're supposed to get on that helicopter, but because I'm so good, I skipped needing to wait for the helicopter. But if you briefly grab onto an object with Mrs. Incredible and let go immediately, and do that a couple of times, you can gain a lot of high. And that can be used in a couple of places. Although that's the most useful place for it. It only saves like a few seconds. So that skyline stretch done. Wasn't as fast. And we're not going to see Mrs. Incredible again until much later on in the run. We're going to be stuck with Mr. Incredible for this next level. And unfortunately, this next level is the most boring, is the least exciting part of the run. It starts off with an auto-scroller. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff after this, but we start off with this dumb boss, which we unfortunately cannot skip. And we probably never will, unfortunately. Well, there is a runner in our community called Mega Speed Extreme, and his goal is to find a skip in this level. He spends hours trying to do stuff which just cannot happen due to the way the game's programmed. But he just keeps trying these things to try and skip this level. And while none of them work, it certainly shows, you know, dedication. This Mega Speed Extreme guy, he's one of our best runners. He's really good at this game. He's found a lot of the useful skips we use in this run. I've also found a lot for this game, but I don't know how much stuff I found compares to what he's found. Then we just have to sit through this unskippable cutscene. That's one thing that sucks about this game compared to the SpongeBob Heavy Iron games. This game doesn't have this game has unskippable cutscenes, which is annoying. So now here we have a boss fight with Bon Voyage. It's a very easy fight, but it's kind of annoying. First I do that to hit him faster. So I'm supposed to throw the bomb at him, but because I'm so good, I didn't need to throw the bomb at him. There's not much stuff that happens in this level, which is really exciting. Like, one thing to notice about all of the bombs in this game that the enemies throw at you is that they are thrown depending on your position. So you want to try and stand as close to a boss as possible when they're throwing a bomb, so that you can get them as quickly as possible. And then this guy decides to throw a few missiles. And this boss is the easiest and most self-explanatory part of the run. It's also the most simple part of the run. So we just hit this guy a few times. And the thing is, if we die against this guy, we have to fight him all over again, although the chances of that happening are very, very slim. Then the guy decides to move over here to start shooting me. So this boss is kind of RNG, like, he just goes where he wants. I keep thinking that there's a way to manipulate his position, but you kind of can't, but you kind of can, it's hard to explain. I like to circle around because I feel like I can manipulate his position by doing that. Although from what I've been told, this boss works on a global timer, so that probably isn't the case. So for this boss, we just gotta, you know, be careful and not die. So this boss consists of, you know, throwing bombs and just running around. It's definitely not the most exciting thing in the world. And there's definitely a lot more exciting things in this run. So this is the end of the fight, but despite that, we got to sit through like a minute-long cutscene, and that's really annoying. Sometimes you can throw a bomb into another bomb, and it's annoying. Yeah, I've noticed the freezing. As long as but if the audio's fine, that's all good. I mean, there's not usually this much freezing when I stream, but I'm just guessing it's because of the stream server that's being used. If I'm gonna guess. It's all good, it's all good. So that's this level done. Most riveting part of the run done. Next up we have Apartment Inferno. This level's a lot more interesting because we get to skip the whole level. I mean, I believe this level's normally like 3 or 4 minutes long. I can't remember fully, but the level's like half a minute long in a run because, you know, you can skip the whole thing. So we start off by going up these stairs. Pretty simple stuff. We just go through here, and here's where the big skip is. So what we do is we go around here, and this thing comes down. And what we do is we get on here, we do a slam up there, and it takes us to the end level. Pretty simple stuff. Now, I do want to talk about, you know, all the different versions and stuff here, because it's something I really feel like I need to talk about. I'm playing the Xbox version of this game, and there are actually a lot of reasons for that. You can also run this game on PC, and it would actually be faster. But at least, but if we're talking about consoles, Xbox is the fastest. Not only because there's the fastest loads, but also, you know... The skips, some of the skips are easier, And there are some skips which don't work in the other versions, particularly the GameCube version. Like, all the skips except one work in the PS2 version, and there are numerous amount of skips which don't work in the GameCube version. There are also numerous skips that are harder. And it's just crazy. Also, the GameCube version of this game runs in 30 FPS while the Xbox is 60. So it's also something else to keep, which I feel like is worth mentioning. Doing this level fast mainly consists of knowing where to go and what to do. Like, all these obstacles have consistent patterns, so if you know the patterns, you can easily dodge them. You're supposed to go up that ramp, but you can avoid that just by jumping over. Which is nothing difficult, it's nice and easy. Although you can sometimes hit them and you'll slow down. And that's not ideal. So I luckily dodged that, so that's really good. And the rest of this level is actually pretty easy. Like the fourth section level is easy, and the fifth section is also easy. It's the second and third sections mainly that are difficult. So I'll be coming out to the end of the level, nice and easy. So my in-game time here was 2:32. My average is like 2:30, and 2:30 is like the best as well. But 2:32 ain't bad at all. Well, I'm not very good at these dash levels, not gonna lie. Especially the second dash level, which is gonna come way later. Now we're going to be stuck with Mr. Incredible for 6 levels. So you better like Mr. Incredible. Because he's the main focus of this game.
You may find that some of the island defenses or turrets will attack any civilians. Seek cover from their attacks and destroy them while they recharge.
This game has 18 levels and 11 of them you play as Mr. Incredible. So this level has one of the easiest skips in the run, and the funny thing is that it's such a big skip, and it wasn't even discovered till 2016, which is just crazy because it's such a simple skip. So we can just jump around there to save a little bit of time, but all we do is we get on this tree, and then we get up here, and that skips like half the level. It's such a big time save, and it's so easy as well. Then we can just go around and get to the end of the level. And we're going to be moving on to the second checkpoint. I skipped the first checkpoint because of that pretty neat skip with the tree. So I'm just going to lift this up, and this thing's going to come down. Oh, I didn't get the credit eye, it's okay. These towers are kind of annoying because they can sometimes just destroy you if you're not careful. And sometimes you just don't get the jump out of the roll, so that's also quite annoying, but it's nothing major, it's just dumb. We just jump, for this skip, we just jump up here, and it skips having to deal with this really dumb section. It saves like 2 minutes.
mystery.
Okay, 211. Not bad. Might be the fastest I've ever gotten in that level in the RCA run. There's a faster skip you can do here, but it's pretty much Taz only. Which requires getting onto that platform with the generator I destroyed with the satellite thing. You climb on the satellite and you can explore the end way quicker. So this next level is often considered to be one of the hardest levels in the game, and it's easy to see why. This level has such a ton of hard skips. Now we're supposed to lift up that door, but we can easily skip that by doing this thing called slow climbing. Which sometimes does not work the way you want it to. What slope climbing does is it lets you climb up slopes. With Mr. Incredible. Getting it perfectly, as far as I'm concerned, might be frame perfect. Might be. I don't know if it is, but it might be. Because if you're too slow, you're going to lose a ton of height and you're not going to get the slope climbs in the way you want to. So next up is one of the hardest skips in the run. First what we do is we climb up here, and then we climb up there, which is really hard. Mainly because the slope climb is so awkward. It's just hard. But luckily there's a backup for it, which is not too hard. And then there's another skip here where what we do is that we run along this edge. And we don't fall off like that. Like, that is not what we want. And we definitely don't want that. You don't have to do this part where I skip this turret. By doing that, you skip a turret. Or you destroy a ship, which is a really easy fight. Say like 30 seconds, but it's really hard. And if you fail it, you've lost way too much time. Well, I'm gonna go for it again. Then I just aim for here, and that's the level done. Not ideal, but it's something at least. That level can be done a lot faster. So next up is the first Omnidroid fight. Anyone who's played this game as a kid would know, who made it this far in the game, they would know the agony they had to suffer when they fought this guy. But we just make a joke out of this fight in a run. Like, we can just high jump and hit him in the eye for the entire fight. We want to hit him in the eye because it not only does more damage, but it cancels all of his animations. So we can just do it until he's dead. Unless we mess up the inputs like that. You can skip him doing this. And you want to skip this because it's dumb. So this fight is unfortunately not going great. But it's okay. If we do this fight perfectly, we can just keep hitting him in the eye again and again and he'll just never jump away from you. And when he jumps, you can't hit him in the leg, so you have to hit him in the eye. And I actually skipped him jumping away that time, so that's really good. I do call that a cycle skip, because you're skipping him jumping to the rocks, which he automatically does once he reaches a certain amount of health. And that's the first Omnidroid. Pretty easy. Doing it perfectly is really, really hard, but doing it in general is not too hard. Lost like 35 seconds maybe, but it's not too bad. Next up is Robot Arena. This level is interesting because this level has the one skip which does not work on in the PS2 version. Like every other skip in the game works from what we know, but not this one. Like, this is the only skip which doesn't work in the PS2 version. It also doesn't work in the GameCube version, but loads of skips don't work in that version. But we can climb up these trees and get up there. Now that looks slower, and that's because it is, but there's a big reason why we do it. So you might be able to see the bottom of there. It doesn't look normal, it looks like a big void. That's because we skipped the trigger for loading the next area, and that is going to be really helpful. First I've got to destroy these towers with turrets. The turrets actually in this game are a joke. And they're really easy. Hopefully I'm going to get the skip upcoming, and if I don't I'll have to do the level casually. Which is slow, but I'll have no choice. I got it! Yes! So what that does is that allows you to skip half the level. It saves over a minute, but it loses it even more if you die, so it is pretty risky. So now here we have a tank boss. There are 3 of these in the game and they're all exactly the same. They're not very riveting, you just gotta fight them. Just gotta be careful with this guy, because he can easily get you if you're not careful. Whoa, that was really cool. I'm so surprised he didn't hit me there. So we just gotta jump over this guy. Fire. Like, we just do the same thing 3 times. So that's Robot Arena done. Pretty easy. Well, it's not pretty easy, but I think that would have been a goal for me, because I got 252 in game time, which is pretty good. Next up is Omnidroid 2. While Omnidroid 1 is a joke, Omnidroid 2 is a joke for more frustrating reasons. So the fast way to do this guy is to climb up his legs. And when I fail it, I like to reset the mission because, you know, it's just dumb. If he does this leg motion, I'm happy. But that time I fell off, so that's really bad. I just can't so climb up this guy right now. I'm gonna have to fight this guy somewhat casually, that's annoying. Because doing this guy the fast way is just tough. Not to mention he does that every time you try and do the fast method. This boss is going really badly, but this boss always goes really badly for me. I've only ever gotten a perfect fight with this guy once. But what the point is, you climb up his legs, and then you get on his eye. And then you just keep slow climbing on the eye until he dies. I somehow hit his arm. I didn't think I was going to hit it, but I did. Ooh, I didn't think I was going to hit him there. But luckily I did. I might die against this guy, and if I die against this guy, that's gonna be bad. Although, luckily, when you're low on health, if you break rocks, the game will give you health, so that's good. Don't ask me why I even tried, I even bothered. I want health. You can get red health as well. Luckily there was red health down there, so that's good. But this boss is going really slowly. Which isn't gonna, you know, kill PB or anything, and my PB in this game was 107, 50 something. Oh, that actually hit him. Oh my goodness, why can't I hit him right now? What the heck? I can't hit him in the legs for whatever reason. And it's really easy as well, so it's really weird. He's dead now. And that boss was really slow, like ridiculously slow. Probably slower than in my PB. Yeah, that would have been like around 5 minutes long. In my PB, it was like 4.5 minutes.
Hey, Snog!
Well, I think I'm ahead of my PB, so it's not a big deal. And this is just a fun marathon run, so it doesn't really matter how this run goes. So I'm mainly here to show off the run and just show how it goes. So you fight another one of these guys, he's really easy. Once again. Well, this time I run around him. I don't want to manipulate him I don't want to kill him when he's at the door. So I can get in the door nice and quickly. So I'm slowly manipulating him around this area. Yeah. Mr. Incredible gets some good bullseyes, and then he misses.
Why did they even try?
Although after this boss, we pretty much skip the rest of the level, so that's pretty cool. And we just use some slow climbs to skip the whole level. The weird thing about slow climbs is that they're actually harder in the GameCube PS2 versions, even though those versions run at a lower frame rate. Which is just really weird. So this level's pretty long, but we can skip all of it by doing this. Which works when it wants to. Okay, that wasn't too slow. Nice. Sometimes I can get that like first try, other times I get it fairly quickly, and other times I take forever. It's quite weird. I don't know if you're memeing or not, but I do genuinely believe this is a really good speed game. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of cool skips. This game's just great. And yes, I do pick a lot of good speed games. I'm not one of those losers who only plays Nintendo games and new games and all those lame games. No, I play children's video games from the mid-2000s. Surprisingly, a lot of them are good speed games. As can be shown with Battle for Bikini Bottom. And I like to see that game as this game's uncle. Next up we have Finding Mr. Incredible, which is one of the most difficult levels in the run. I would say that Omnidroid 2 is the absolute hardest, because that level is just dumb. This level is quite scary and difficult at the same time. I've practiced this level a lot. Even then I'm still pretty nervous about this level because there's just so much stuff that can go wrong.
Send those bad boys flying.
First we gotta kill these guys. Pretty simple stuff.
Bad guys is fun. I'm a heartbreaker.
We just kill all these guys. Pretty simple. One of them's still alive, but it's not a big deal. And I am gonna do a skip. Because normally you'd have to open a door, but if you go fast enough, you don't have to open that door. You just bypass that laser field early and hit a switch early.
I guarantee you, I can fly.
So once you've got all those guys out of the way, you have to kill all these guys in order to proceed to the next section.
Let's send those bad boys flying.
Ooh, that was close. If I kill those two guys and bypass those lights, I can skip quite a decent chunk of the level. Or at least this end section where you have lasers activate and you've got to dodge them. Right here is one of the scariest skips in the run. Like, it's the absolute scariest skip. So first thing that we do is that we have to go up here. This is not too hard, although it's kind of annoying. This also doesn't work in the GameCube version of the game, and this doesn't work in the Japanese versions either. And yeah, that's another thing. Japanese versions are a little bit different as well. But there are 2 skips which don't work in those versions. Well, those skips still combined, you don't lose as much time as the Robot Arena skip. So what I got to do now is I got to jump up here, but jumping up here is really tough, and I'm just not getting it. For some reason, I don't usually mess up this jump this much. But now what I have to do is I need to do an Incredislam while this thing comes along. Oh no! Oh no! I choked it! But how that skip works is that you have to clip out of bounds, but if you clip inside the trams, you have to do the whole level again. Which loses a lot of time. Like, there's no way out of it, you have to reset the level. And that loses like 2 minutes at least. Okay, those guys die nice and quickly. Sometimes it takes a really long time to kill them.
I'm a heartbreaker.
The thing is, I've never actually failed that skip in a run, ever. Until today. So it's definitely not a skip I recommend for beginners. Yeah, that skip I did. Now I think about it, I actually lost 3 minutes to it.
These guys could be trouble.
You can still do that outbounds in the versions where you can't do that skip I use at the train. What? Like, how in the hell? Missing the skip loses so much time, and that has never happened to me. Any hopes I had for PB are dead.
My mother warned me about days like this.
I'm not gonna mess this up again. Okay, I'll mess that up once. Oh my goodness! Those trams, I hate the trams, to say the least. Like, the trams just ruin your life. To put it lightly. Are you kidding me? Wow. I have no idea why I didn't clip there. No idea. This run was going fine until now.
You underestimated the wrong one. Tough guy. Hey, this way.
I'm gonna be overestimated because of that. Like, I've lost 7 minutes in this level, pretty much. Like, that skip is truly a run killer.
Whatever happened to ladies first? I guarantee you. Tough guy.
Yeah, that hurt.
Ow! You underestimated the wrong one.
This time. Oh my goodness, can't even the switch. This time.
Do that first. I guarantee you. I'll come in.
Alright. So this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to clip out here. You're not supposed to clip into this bit though. Oh, I messed it up. Are you kidding me? You're supposed to stay out of bounds. And what that does, when you get here, there's like a lot of stuff happening right now, which wouldn't happen.
Are you bad guys hiding from little old me?
If I didn't mess this up. What the heck? I just phased right through that. Okay, I don't know what side it comes out of.
I gotta be more careful.
It came out that side. Oh my goodness, I'm doing the wrong attack! This level's going great. But if you stay out of bounds properly, no clip back, and if you don't clip back in bounds, what will happen is it will go in this room and all of the stuff that's happening right now, none of it will be loaded. Well, at least the lasers won't be loaded and the trams. So the run's pretty much dead now. All because I was
Bad guys is fun.
like, I wasn't expecting this level to go so badly. But stuff just happens sometimes.
Snappy. Heartbreaker. Guaranteed I'll come in.
Yeah, that's something I like to say a lot.
How do I get into these situations?
Like, everything that can go wrong, which never goes wrong for me, is gonna go wrong. And then I'm just gonna say, that never happens! Congrats for exposing me. So yeah, that is not how you're supposed to do this level. And the thing is, I don't even do that skip in my PB because it was undiscovered back then. And here's the thing about this level, I like to try and go fast, but the problem is I suck at these dash levels, especially this level, so I just cannot go fast. So either I go slow, which is something I usually do in this level, or I attempt to go fast and I die. Yeah, I know, right? I don't even know why or how I do these levels slowly. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong, which makes me do like 20 seconds to some of the weaker runners who are actually good at these levels. There is a skip we can do here, but I haven't properly learnt it, so I don't do it. And I believe it's pretty hard as well, so... Well, I did try and learn it, so... Yeah, I just don't do it, because I just don't know it. So this level is just pretty simple, apart from that one section. It just comes down to not dying at this point. But I always die because going fast is just too hard in this level. Which is weird, because this level... Because more so than the other levels, this level is about going fast. Are you... I haven't done that in forever. Lol. Today's just not my day. I'm not going to die in the same place again. I'm not that dumb. Then we have this final section. We've just got a curve around here. And then we finish this level. That level went a minute slower than it normally does for me. Now we have Violet's level, the one level where you play as Violet. Now anyone who actually made it this far casually which I imagine wasn't too many people back in the day because they probably got stuck on one of the Omnidroids. This level is a pain casually, but we have a nice route for this level. Luckily, everything in this level is completely cycle-based, non-RNG, so we can just go through this level. Do it nice and quickly. Problems arise when we die, though. So my goal is to not die.
I'm out of here. You saw me? Hey.
You can't hide from me.
Oh,
Here's the problem. I'm usually never that low on Incredimeat for my invisible power. I'm usually never that low. But knowing me in this run, I am that low.
See ya. Hey. Bye.
And that's the end of the level. Not done the way I wanted to do it, but could have been worse. Lost like 20 to 25 seconds in that level. Next up we have Incredible. Casually, this level is kinda long, but we can skip the entire level. First we do this skip, which allows us to skip a decent chunk of level. But since I suck, I'm not getting it. Although the skip is fairly hard to get first try. You just gotta turn around there and hit it at the right velocity at the right time. And you might get it. Like that. And then you go up here and this takes you to the end of the level. Except if you fall off like me. Like, it's really dumb when I actually get that skip, but then I fall off. It doesn't happen much. But it happens. I'm not gonna do it again though. Yes I am. No I'm not! Now I'm gonna die because I went too slowly. Okay, I'm not gonna die. And I almost got that skip. You have to destroy this generator, but if you're really good, you can jump over that door. But it's really hard. This level just goes however it goes for me. And that was just so weird. There is a much faster skip you can do in this level, but it's the hardest thing and most precise thing in this game. Like, it's 100% Taz only, 100% not RTA viable, and I've gone it very few times in real time. I've only gone it once on camera, and, you know, that's in my ILPB, where I beat this level, like, that level in like 21 seconds. That's the only one of those levels. Here we have another Miss Incredible level. Now, unlike the last Miss Incredible level, luckily, if you fail it, you don't have to reset it. But it's still really hard.
Bad guys is fun.
There's an elevator there, but you can skip it just by jumping down, easy peasy. And there's another glitch, and there's a glitch here where if you hit a guy into the right spot, you can max out your Incredimeter, but I missed that. Hopefully I'm gonna have enough Incredimeter to do this next skip. Now this level is normally really long, really frustrating, and just dumb. However, there is a really hard skip to skip all that, which I missed.
Tough guy.
Why can't I get this?
Whatever happened to ladies first?
I missed it again. But what you do is you curve around that door and you hit the checkpoint trigger for the next area. It's pretty difficult. No, why?
Bad guys is fun.
Okay, third time lucky. Next up we have this log section, which I can skip by doing that exact same skip and then jumping on all those rocks you can see ahead of me. But that's really hard.
I'll bend, but not break.
I haven't even found a decent way to do the fastest method for it. It's mainly the ending that I can't do fast. I'm going to do a little skip here by rolling in midair just to go down here. Fairly easy, although it's easy to choke as well.
Are you bad guys hiding from little old me?
And for some reason, you just don't have collision detection after activating that switch. It's only for a few seconds, but it's really weird. And normally you'd have to walk all the way around here, but
How do I get into these situations?
walking around isn't fun. Like, no one likes to walk around.
Tough guy.
Then we're at this next room. Where we just go up here, do another air roll. You don't have to do that air roll, but I find it easier doing that. And then you just go around here. No, you can't go over there immediately because you have to hit both switches. Weird, but you just have to.
Are you bad guys hiding from little old me?
Unfortunately, I can guarantee you that this run is going to be overestimate, which really, really sucks.
Whatever happened to ladies first?
It's not the end of the world, but
Snappy.
it is something that's definitely kind of annoying.
Are you bad guys?
Yeah, it happens.
Be more flexible.
Here's another little skip, which is really easy, but there's a meme in the community with a few people where they think it's the hardest skip in the game. Because they just can't do it, and it's still a meme. But in reality, it's really easy, and I only miss it when I try and go too fast. So that's that level done. Now, after many levels of not seeing Mr. Incredible, he's back. And the first part of the level is really cool. There's a ton of cool skips. There are these really long rooms which we get to skip by just being cool and doing skips and stuff. And then the level kind of gets boring at the end. So first we can get up here nice and quickly by just doing that stuff. Now we've got to hit both switches so that we can get to the next area in the level. Normally we do have to do the slow swing section, but we can speed it up easy peasy. By doing that. And that just gets the whole room. Saves quite a bit of time, although I actually have no idea how much it would save. Now I'm going to take some damage on purpose, because there's going to be a death abuse coming up. This next skip, it's been around for a while and it's a really good thing. I've never played through this room casually, but it is a hard room. From what I'm aware, it's a long and hard and dumb room. But we can just hit the checkpoint, die, and then we're at the end. It saves a ton of time and suffering. The thing is that the easiest skips in the game skip such annoying sections. They just make them easier. It just makes the game easier. Now this next room is usually very long, but it's not that long this time. It's not as long in the run, because in the run, what you can do is you can jump up here, which you're not supposed to do. Then you can jump around here, and then you can get into the next room. Saves a lot. That saves a ton of time, because you usually have to wait for this long platform, and you've got to go into this room and fight a tank. And it's just, and the way that the game wants you to do it is slow, but the way we can do it in a run is not so slow. A lot of these guys like hit me, which is annoying. Now here we have another turret section. This is the scariest turret section to run. I've still never failed this turret section, but it's, you know, scary. There's just so many enemies that shoot you, and the hit detection is just wrong. These guys are going to destroy me, but it doesn't really matter, because once all these guys are dead, I can kill them naturally. And that was a really fast turret section. You usually don't have to worry about this, guys, and don't think they made me lose too much time. Although I usually have to kill a lot less of them.
Just what I need.
I wasn't careful enough for this guy, so he threw his bomb really far away.
Why is it?
And even though I collected the health to make sure I was safe, ultimately didn't do much for me. Now I just got to open the store. And now we're at the final stretch of the level, which isn't much more exciting than what just happened. You gotta kill all these dudes as well. It's pretty much a requirement. Otherwise they're gonna shoot you down while you try and open the store. And there are gonna be more guys in the next room, so I've got to kill them. So this level isn't too exciting, you just pull these switches, you just circle these devices around. Quite riveting. Oh my goodness, he actually shot me. As long as I can grab this. Just grabbing this can actually be quite hard. As long as they don't shoot me down either. For this next one, you don't have to wait for it, you can just go down here and get on here. It's easier and it doesn't lose any time whatsoever. Okay, the guys didn't get me, that's good. And I think that might have been my ILPB, so that's pretty good. And my ILPB was just from a no reset one I did recently. .837, nice. That would be my goal by 10 seconds. Here's the final boss. There's another Omnidroid, but it's very different from the last two Omnidroids. This boss focuses on two things mainly. RNG with where it shoots its things, and I had terrible RNG in this first section, so that's really bad. Are you kidding me? Oh, I could have hit him there, but I didn't. That was not the best, but I managed to back that up. This I could not back up smoothly. This boss is just annoying. Like, it's not hard unlike the other two Omnidroids, it's just dumb. But it's not as dumb as Omnidroid 2. Yeah, time's gonna come up soon. It's final level. Timing ends as soon as I hit the Omnidroid in its final phase, which is after this phase. No, don't throw that at me! Stop throwing things at me! I have mercy, like, stop throwing things at me. Okay, where can I find a rock? Alright. Time's gonna come up soon. Got this one last section, and as soon as the claw connects to the Omnidroid, it's time. Nearly got that almost perfectly. This bit's dumb, because, like, for some reason the game designers thought that making the controls bad in this section would make it better. Alright, time's coming up. Time! Alright, what was that? Just need to see what that was. What was a 117? 117.01. Wow. That's pretty good. Just kidding, it's awful. My PB is 9 minutes faster now, and even then my PB is super duper slow. But that was fun, to say the least. And there's one more skip in the run. There is one more skip in the run. If you unplug the controller during the credit sequence, you can skip the credits. And the credit's like 2.5 minutes long, so it's useful in ILs. So yeah, that was the run. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I really enjoyed this run. Because it's a really underrated run. It's really hard, but it's also really rewarding. It's a super duper hard run, but at the same time, it's also really fun, and I really enjoy it. It's definitely an interesting game. It's definitely a lot of fun as well. So hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoy whatever runs next.